Actually, they are
Pretzels.
Clancy's pretzel skins, everything flavor. Pretty good. Sponsor the show. Okay, that's a free endorsement right there. Um, what's
Gotta
up,
make that
dude?
money. What's going on, man?
How you feeling?
Dude, I was feeling like shit last night, man. I was going crazy during the afternoon. Both of those
Yo,
both of those games, what?
this is about to sound like really nerdy. I just had my first hummingbird.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have the damn bird feeders. Forgot about that. Forgot about that.
But go on. Sorry.
Dude, one, they should have made the damn Cavs game a night game.
Yes.
A game 7, the only game on, only NBA game on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And well, the guards game was, I mean, that's understandable, but
Yeah, regular season. It's a Sunday game, 1 o'clock. It's like perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was just an early afternoon because that Cavs game, man.
But like, yeah, like a 1 o'clock game 7 doesn't make any sense. And it was the only game 7. So like, what is the deal? Like, I would understand if like there was another game 7. Like, I understand our series isn't the most important series, but I mean, we were the only game 7. So, but yeah, so I want to get right off the rip with the Guardians because they just submitted their roster for today, what their lineup is for today, and I haven't seen it. So let's take a look here. So let me navigate this MLB app. So McKenzie's pitching tonight. So we'll see. Get to see if he can get that ERA down. Okay, so your lineup for today in left field, Florial, second base, Jimenez, Jose third, Josh Naylor first, Will Brennan right, Bo Naylor catching, Kyle Manzardo DHing, Tyler Freeman center field, and Brian Rocchio, shortstop. Um, Interesting. I mean, we kind of figured that he would be DHing. I can't imagine that he's going to be in a position role just yet. I feel like once we get later in the season and if he actually starts to pan out how we need him to pan out, I think you'll probably see uh Josh Naylor be like our DH. Remember like when we had Napoli, like he was the DH.
Yeah.
So like I feel like we'll finally have like a true DH again. I feel like we'll go back to Naylor. Not saying that Naylor's not a good first baseman because he is. I just I mean Manzardo pull up his like his height and shit because I'm curious what that is. But yeah, not to say that Naylor isn't a good first baseman. I think he is. I just think I'm pretty sure Kyle's taller than him.
He's 6 foot, 205 pounds, and
He's
then
6 foot, huh? I thought he was taller than that.
and then Josh Naylor is 5'11", 250. So Naylor's yeah, we knew Naylor's definitely a heftier guy, but
Yeah. I mean,
you know what this means though? That's 11 hot dogs for you, buddy.
you're right.
That's 11.
That's 11 hot dogs on May 17th for the first All Dog Night. Also,
You got the signature.
I
Shout out to
got
Catch Up.
I got sliders. I got slider signature, and I got ketchup front and center, baby.
Oh, dude, I was rooting.
Onion,
I went.
ketchup, mustard.
Fuck yeah. Dude, I went to the game on Saturday. By the
Yeah.
way, dude, ended up being a great night. Said it
Mhm.
we saw all week it was supposed to rain. It was honestly raining when I was driving from um Tiffin to downtown Cleveland, but got to the game, dude, got to the garage, parked, and I was like looked up at the sky. I was like, "Damn. It's going to like I don't think anything's going to hit us, dude." And I mean, I sat there in shorts and a t-shirt all night, dude. It was a great game.
Right, dude. Where'd you end up parking at?
Uh, whatever the name of the garage is, like right next to Rocket Mortgage and
Okay.
Progressive, whatever the one
Okay.
that's like connected to it.
Yeah, I got you.
Dude, it's only
Nice.
$20 there. It's only $20 to park there.
Really? You know how much it is to
Yeah,
park
dude.
for me?
Zero because you don't drive down
I
there.
take the RTA.
But I'm gonna take the RTA with you. But hey, let
Yep.
me tell you though, compared to other spots there, like just some like random ass lot, dude, it's like 40, $50, man. I'd rather just park in the garage. That's $20.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that was a good game. Of course, it's the game that I miss, but Bo Naylor with that
Grand
grand
slam,
slam.
baby.
What were the vibes in that when he hit that grand slam? I can
Dude,
imagine they
well,
were fucking immaculate.
dude, it's funny because like right before that, well, I mean, he wasn't batting well before that. Like he didn't get on base before that, and like right before, like they announce his name that he's coming up to bat, and I'm sitting next to my brother. And he's like, "God damn it!" He gets up to bat, swings, misses the first one. He's like, "This isn't gonna go well." I look at him. I'm like, "John, that was a powerful swing, dude." I'm like, "This is looking good." Next pitch, dude, he knocked it out of the park, dude. We had a group of us there, and one of the other guys had like a bag of popcorn, dude. Smacked that thing out of his hand, dude. We were jumping up and down. I was like, "What did I tell you?"
Oh, that's awesome. No,
Dude, it
what
was
a
great.
crazy game just in general. You have Austin Hedges with a home run, doesn't hit the ball. Ramon Laureano with a home run, doesn't hit the ball. And Bo Naylor, who started off
First career
started off
grand
hot,
slam.
but yeah, first career grand slam. And I love seeing Josh get, so super hyped for his bro. He's just as happy as he is hitting it. Honestly, it seemed like Josh was more happy that his brother hit a grand slam than Bo was. Bo had zero
Dude, yeah.
expression when he was running those bases.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what a good game. And then yesterday to close out the series with a W is nice. We should have swept them. But it's whatever it
There's
happens.
162 games. You don't win them all.
Exactly. And we got an important series tonight because you've got Detroit. So that series, is this a 3 or a 4 game? Do you know?
This is a. Let me check. I just had the schedule pulled up. This is a 3 game.
Okay. So you got to go get 3 here. I think if you have to go get 3 here, simply because of the fact that you're going to be without Kwan for 4 to 6 weeks is what we're hearing. So you're going to be without Kwan for a little bit, and that is your best hitter. He's batting a 346. So you're definitely going to be missing a bat there. Hopefully, Manzardo um,
Steps
fills
up big time.
a yeah. You got hopefully he fills the need because you bring him up for a reason. He's the number 2 prospect in baseball, so hopefully he performs like it tonight. Very excited to see him. I mean, as far as regular season baseball goes, I'm pretty excited to watch him tonight, simply because of the fact that we've been begging to bring him up since he's been basically averaging a home run a night. Um, We'll see. We'll see how he does in the bigs. Obviously, that is a different transition. Some of the best pitchers in the world are in the bigs, and once playing in Double A, the reason they're in Double A is either A, they're not ready, or they weren't good enough, and they need to go put in some more work and perfect their craft. But we will see what happens. Who is pitching for the Tigers tonight? We've got a 4 ERA. Um, so we'll see. He's owned one. And we've got Mackenzie going. Mackenzie's 2-2 with a 4.34. So hopefully our starting pitching can get itself under control a little bit. Tanner Bybee absolutely shit the fucking bed on Friday, and
Yeah.
that's not good. Not good at all. Getting blown out by the Angels without Mike Trout is kind of embarrassing. But then we blew them out Saturday, and then gave him a good beating on Sunday. So hopefully we can come through with that and you know figure it out. I'm really excited for this Manzardo tonight, though. What are we expecting from him? I don't really expect anything from him in his first start. I do expect him to get at least a hit and get on base. Would
Yeah.
like to see him, kind of light it up tonight, which really sucks. Did you hear about Chase DeLautner? Fucking broke his foot.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, that he has broken this foot twice now. Last year he broke the same foot, so that's another prospect that we were, hopefully looking forward to seeing this year. Unfortunately, probably won't see him this year. Foot injuries take forever to heal. So, not, don't expect to see him this year, unfortunately. But fortunately, we are getting one of our prospects up tonight. So,
Yeah.
Tigers start at 6. So, by the time you guys are listening to this, they will probably be playing. So, hopefully, Guardians get a W tonight. Hopefully, we win another series, get back up on our feet, and figure it out. But man, being without Kwan is really gonna
It's a
suck.
killer. Dude, it was just interesting because like I mean being at the game, I didn't even really like you didn't really even like see him like get hurt or anything. Like I didn't know he was hurt until you guys were texting. Like you guys
Yeah,
like texted me saying he's out for the game. I was like, "What, dude? Like he didn't look like he got hurt." So, I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it'll hurt, but you know, we've talked about it the past few shows. I like this team a lot. They're very competitive. Pretty much, and with whoever we have batting, or in the field, whatever. But it'll be interesting. But I think
yeah.
I think we're in a good spot right now. I don't think we're in a bad spot. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So
Yeah.
just got to
No,
keep it
I
rolling.
agree with that. And especially like, with the lineups that we've been putting out there. Um, I mean, I would say a good portion of those lineups have found success one way or another, whether it's, somehow that pitiful part of the order that we have to watch somehow starts getting some bats. You get Will Brennan down in that order, and he's been playing some better baseball. Unfortunately, when Kwan comes back, I don't know, he might be a candidate to get sent down, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you've got that part of the order that is just so bad to watch, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Once you get past Josh Naylor, those last couple bats are not very fun to watch.
Tough. Yeah.
Um, but even still, with having that part of the order, we have found ways to have success and win games. I mean, we are tied with the Orioles, I think, with the best record in the league, or we might have passed them. I'm not sure. I mean, I know Friday we were tied with them. So we're doing some pretty good things in the American League, and got some important games coming up, especially tonight with the Tigers coming to town for 3 games. That's pretty important, and then you go on a little road trip to play Chicago, and then you go to Texas, and then we're back to play the Twins, which the Twins are very hot right now. um, Again, I'm not. I would like to say I'm not too worried about the Twins because we always seem to kind of have their number. Um, and then we play the Mets, the Angels again, uh, Colorado, and then we
Washington.
finish off the month with Washington. So I mean, we this month is a good. Honestly, this is probably the best time to call it Manzardo because you're not really playing teams that are too crazy, but you also are playing games that are very important when it comes to October. So
Yeah.
I know it's
100%.
only May, but in reality, you're always playing for positioning, especially, once some of those games really start getting close. You want to hopefully beat um, your division, win your division, beat your division rivals, win series. That's the name of the game, is winning series. Like you said, you're not going to win every game, but you can definitely win a hell of a lot of series. So series wins mean a lot. Hopefully we can pull that out tonight. But let's go ahead and circle back here. When Kwan comes back, who are your in your opinion, who are your candidates that you think could get sent down? Because I mean, we don't really know what role Manzardo is going to be playing. And when people come back, we're going to really see where he's going to go. I think he probably will end up playing first and then have Josh DH. So I think I mean, obviously we're going to have to make room on the roster for some people. So um, who do you think gets sent down? Like who do you think is your first like goodbye. It's got to be someone in the outfield.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of you got to see how Manzardo plays these few games. That's obviously going to be a big key
Yeah,
factor.
huge factor.
But I mean, dude, there's so many. There's definitely a couple guys who are could probably be on the talk, especially if Manzardo does play good.
Yeah.
Be honest with you, I can't even really give you a specific one because like I mean, it just depends on how these guys play within the next couple games. Because I mean, for baseball, it's like
It's
you
literally a
just
day by day thing. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. That's a hard question, but I mean, we'll see how they play these next couple games. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to see what happens these last couple of games. I do agree with that. Or these next couple games. Obviously, we've got a couple weeks till Kwan comes back. I definitely think you're probably going to see Loriano go. I mean, I can't imagine that there's a spot for him after Kwan comes back. Um, because I mean, realistically, you could have your staple outfield with Kwan, Brennan, and Freeman. I mean, I like that outfield a lot. Um, and if Brennan starts kicking up the pace a little bit, if Freeman gets back into the groove that he was in at the start of the season, then there's no reason to have Loriano on this roster. I think Loriano will probably be the first to go. But again, like you said, you have to see how these next couple weeks play out. We're gonna be without Kwan until at least mid June. So you have to make sure that you win some games, win some series here, and see how everyone's playing. And Manzardo might suck. We don't know. Like it doesn't. You can't say that someone's good before they even played a game in the MLB. So have to for sure, be ready for that. Take a look at that. But we've got ourselves an exciting series coming up on Tuesday, I believe, is game one, right? I
Tuesday at
think we
7.
match up well with Boston. I'm just gonna say it. We match up well with Boston. I think we can win this series, dude.
Dude, it's gonna be a good series, man. I think once we get Jared Allen back in the rotation, um, honest to God, though, we need more guys to get some more buckets. I mean, Donovan Mitchell carried the load those past two games.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Game 6. I listened to it though when I was driving home. Um, dude, he just carried the load, and then Game 7, it was the same thing. Like
yeah,
you, like
yeah,
I don't. I mean, you people have probably seen it on Twitter. There's that like comparison of when he was like hunched down with his hands on his knees, like that, like look in his face, and they put that picture next to like the LeBron Miami one. Like you just know that dude was determined. And I'm like, all right, let's go win this fucking game and move on to Boston.
absolutely, dude. I mean, yeah, watching Game 7, that was incredible. I mean, what a atmosphere because that was my first Cleveland playoff game. So that was really neat to see. In any sport, I haven't been to any Indians/Guardians. I haven't been to a fucking Browns playoff game.
We don't get a
And
home playoff game here for the
no,
Browns.
I mean, and obviously with LeBron here, we had many opportunities, but I was, just watching it with my dad. Wasn't, living in Cleveland. My dad wasn't living in Cleveland, so we didn't really have like um, a
That
spot
same
to stay down
experience.
there or whatever. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it was really, really cool to experience a game 7 in Cleveland. Obviously we experienced the most important game 7 in Cleveland. But being in person for this one was pretty cool. But yeah, going back, Mitchell definitely carried the load throughout the whole game. But I will say in game 7, the team was different. I think in game
Yeah.
6, it was all Donovan Mitchell. And even in the fourth quarter, no one scored points except Donovan Mitchell. So
Yeah.
and in game 7, you had multiple contributors, guys that we needed to see woke the fuck up. And Karis LeVert had a good game. Max Struess
He had 15.
had some very important shots. Darius Garland was still kind of pissing me the fuck off, but what's new?
Dude, Max
Um,
Strus, man, I want to go back to him. He was, especially at the end of that game, dude. Like he was hitting those important, like those couple threes that he made.
it,
Obviously, like I mean, like
my
that
favorite thing
dunk, like
about Strus is once he makes a couple of those, you know that it's like, oh fuck,
he's gonna
like
keep
we're
making them.
yeah. Let's go look at some stats here from last night, or I guess not last night, last yesterday
I
evening.
mean, I just know off the top. The reason why I say that about Mitchell though is because I know, if, like at least for yesterday's game, the next leading not or the next highest scorer in points on our roster was Karis LeVert, and he had
Hmm.
15.
Yeah.
So I just think you need. I mean, it'll be nice once Jared Allen's back too. He's going to get those points. He's going to help out a lot.
Yes.
Um, but I will. One person who I do, he didn't necessarily have the points maybe we were looking for,
I'm gonna
but
see if I can guess. You're about to talk about Isaac Okoro.
I am not. I'm
Who?
going to talk about Evan Mobley because of being a
Okay.
board machine last night. He was
Okay.
grabbing the rebounds that we needed there in the end. Like
Yeah.
he was being so scrappy, and like some of these, like he just has some of these big time blocks, dude. It's like the right moment, the right time, especially when we need them. Um, he had a couple yesterday. I know. Don't know about Game 6, but I know Game 5 when it was in Cleveland, he had that big time one at the end of the game that literally what would have tied the game or whatever. So
Yeah. I
he's
think
been
Evan Mobley, from a defensive standpoint, had a very
yes,
good game yesterday, has had a very good defensive series. From an offensive standpoint, he needs
he's
to
got to score points.
fucking toughen up. There was so
Hmm.
like I yelled at him multiple times yesterday just because of the fact that why is this team so scared to just go for a layup or just put the fucking ball up? You were 7 feet fucking tall. Just stand up and put it in the goddamn basket.
Biggest dude on the
It,
court, dude.
it was, I mean, I understand, yes, the Magic has size. Like, their bigs are big. Our bigs are just, our big on the court was Jared Allen, or not Jared Allen, was Evan Mobley, and he's not the biggest guy in the world. Um, but still, I need more out of him. I don't really feel like going off on a rant on Evan Mobley after he just had a very good defensive series. But from an offensive standpoint, I need a lot more out of him. I need to see him be way more aggressive. He needs to play like Jared Allen. Um, and from a standpoint of the future, if Evan Mobley is going to be the unicorn that everyone wants to say that he is, which I don't think he is right now because he hasn't figured out his identity. He doesn't know what kind of player he is yet. I think if he's going to stay the same weight, he needs to play like Giannis. If he's going to gain weight, which I think he definitely needs to gain weight, if
Should
he's going
he
to
should?
gain weight, then he's going to need to be able to play like, honestly, I don't want him to play like Joel Embiid, but like if he gains that weight, he's going to need to be as aggressive as Joel. Or if he's going to stay skinny, like I said, Giannis or even like a KD type player is what we need him to play like if he's going to be this unicorn that we all want him to be. He's going to have to play like that. And all three of those guys have something in common, and they're all aggressive in the paint. And
Yep.
when your 7 footer is very timid in the paint and doesn't like dishing it up, that's a problem. Another problem is I'm sick and fucking tired of when we have guys in the paint and they do that panic pass that generally results in a turnover. We have to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Especially we're about to be playing Boston, the fucking 1 seed. We have to really lock in here. And like I said, I think we match up well. But yeah, we really gotta get our shit under control.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. I mean, you're right. I think we do definitely match well. Definitely just need some guys to produce a little bit more on the offensive end. I think defensively we've been stepping up. Especially the last, well, in big moments, I should say, the last couple games. But like, you got to get guys to score more points because,
Yeah.
I mean, like Boston is the best team in the East. They're gonna figure out, or honestly, every team in the league knows that Donovan Mitchell is the guy on the Cavs. He's the
Yeah.
workload. So, I mean, that's no no like something to hide or anything, but like so you definitely just need guys to score more points.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I mean, obviously, this was, I mean, we hadn't had a game go over 100 for us. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, good win for sure. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you know this. I found this out yesterday. Did you know that that was the biggest comeback in a game seven
I did
in
not.
NBA history? 18 down 18 points was the
I
biggest
did
comeback in
not.
NBA history. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're going to play Boston, and they have some good shooters. Um, yeah, and you need to be able to match that. I think from a standpoint of taking this to a game seven, I think there are pros and cons to it. Obviously, I think the biggest con to taking this to a game seven is that you're going to be tired going into Boston. Obviously, you get today off and tomorrow off, 2 days rest, and hopefully you get Jared Allen back.
You play tomorrow.
Oh shit, today's Monday. Sorry. Yeah, you got yesterday and today off. So you get 2 days off, get your Jared Allen back, hopefully. But I think a pro to this is facing elimination. I think, getting that opportunity, you could say, to face elimination and face adversity and kick its ass and take a W when you were about to get blown out on your home court. I think that shows something. I think that taking this to a game seven made you realize that yeah, this is different. Playoff basketball is different. The Magic, played their fucking asses off, and I think with the game that they just had, this was probably the Magic that, if we were aggressive, this is the Magic that we would have played all series, and we probably would have probably taken them to 5 games. Um, but now that you've taken it to like I said, game seven, you're going to be a little more tired, but you have that experience that you did not have last year. So I think that's definitely going to help going into Boston. Um, did Boston? They didn't sweep, did they?
They
They
lost one.
they lost one. Yeah. So Boston's been resting for a little bit. Again, we have seen in the NFL that sometimes the one seed gets a little too much rest and they come off, with no momentum. Maybe that will be a good factor here. But I mean, again, game seven was pretty electric. That was really fun to see. And tickets for game three are on sale. 3 and 4 are on sale, by the way.
Dude, wait a minute. Let's go look at the schedule really quick while we're on the pod, eh?
Hey,
Because one, brother graduates soon on
yeah.
Sunday,
Okay.
and
Okay. Oh,
two, a brother has a federal income tax check coming in the mail. Hopefully soon.
oh,
So all I got, all I gotta say is, man, you might be seeing the What's Up 216 team at the playoffs here,
I would love to go to a Boston game. That'd be cool.
dude. Going to 2 Boston games in a year would be crazy. But dude, no, one guy who I want to like you talk about experience. Obviously he's not talked a lot now, but like Tristan Thompson told
Dude.
this to my talked about this to my brother yesterday. He may not get the stats that everyone's looking for, but like experience, dude, love this guy. I love him.
Yeah.
He was obviously here when he was in the starting five when LeBron was here. So,
Yeah.
um,
Tristan had some really, really good minutes yesterday.
yeah, he did.
Some
But
really
these
good
past
minutes.
few games, yeah,
Yeah, you got to. The reason we brought back Tristan Thompson is to put people on their fucking ass and be aggressive. And that is exactly what he was doing yesterday. I can't fucking stand George Niang. I can't. I think if you put I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Never mind. Just long story short, I hate George Niang. Um when they took uh Dude, that was so loud. When they took out Tristan Thompson for George Niang yesterday, that shit pissed me off because that ruined the flow. Obviously, it didn't like mess up the game at all because we still won, but I think it definitely ruined the flow a little bit. And I would like to see Tristan Thompson getting some more minutes, getting some more big minutes. I think him and Morris need some more minutes over Niang. I'm not really going for necessarily the points when it comes to those three, but George Niang is a fucking useless dog shit. I can't fucking stand George Niang. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson is aggressive. He gets boards, and that's all they need out of him. George Niang is the most unathletic basketball player I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I watched the 2019 Cavs. Like the George Niang sucks, and he needs to not take minutes away from people that should be getting minutes. But yeah,
Especially for these big time games.
what is your what the fuck? What's your prediction for game one?
I don't know. We'll see. I think we compete with Boston. I don't know. We'll see if we come out with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I love it, but I hope we compete with them. And honestly, I just hope we set the right tone for this series. I think
Mhm.
that's kind of the important thing for game one is whether we win, lose, or whatever. I just hope we don't get blown out in the first fucking game because that's just going to set the tone for the rest of the damn series because had to mute his mic so he can munch on some pretzels over there. But no, dude, you just gotta. I mean, even if we lost, if we lost, just let's just not get blown out, dude. Let's just set the right
Yeah,
tone for the series because, like you said, I strongly believe too that we can, compete and win this series against Boston. It's gonna take. I mean, I think we'd go to 6 or 7, but we'll see what happens.
dude, my foreman just sent me some work porn.
Oh,
Check these out. This is the new Tough Built pack outs that they got. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but that kind of gets my dick hard. So back to sports. Yeah, I think we do match up well with Boston, and we saw it in the regular season. We match up well with them. I think if you knock them off base a little bit, I think they will not necessarily crumble, but I think if you knock them off base and you
we'll
capitalize
get a
on
little rattled.
mistakes, yeah, you can win some games in this series. I think, quite honestly, I think we probably take them to 6. Um, and shit, if we win game one, we're winning the series. Like if
Dude,
we pull off one in Boston, I will feel really good. If we get either one or two, I'll feel much better. Um, and we play really well at home. So I think, yeah, I think we could play some good basketball against Boston. Did you see Banchero's post game yesterday? You know
I
what
did
he
not.
said? He said that the crowd was a big factor in the game yesterday.
True. True that.
If that is the fucking case, we need every single one of you motherfuckers in Rocket Mortgage on game 3 and 4 to be loud as fuck. And if I'm gonna be there, ooh, ooh. When is
Losing
game
the
3?
voice.
When is
Game
3?
3.
That's a Saturday, I think.
Oh, God damn it, dude. I just had the schedule pulled up. Game 3 is May 11th. So, yeah,
Will
that's
you
on
be home?
Saturday.
When do you come home?
I graduate on the 12th.
Oh.
Oh.
So maybe we go to game 4.
It's definitely a possibility. It is up in the air.
The What's Up 216 podcast team takes on game 4 in Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
The What's Up 216 team is going to streak on the court game for Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Literally. Dude, I think
Mm,
that'd be fun to go to game 4 if you get the opportunity. I'll go.
true that.
I'm gonna have to probably secure a ticket quick though. So we'll see. Well, after this, we'll see how quickly you can get home, and then I'll secure a ticket like tomorrow, or like I'll secure a ticket Friday once I get paid. Go to game 4.
Ooh.
No, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a blast. But we will see what happens. Got an important series tonight, important series tomorrow. Obviously, one outweighs one a little bit. This tonight is just May baseball. We're okay. Tomorrow it's we're playing for the fucking Larry O'Brien again, which is so crazy. It's so crazy, dude. We finally won a playoff series without LeBron. First time since like
Yeah,
'93.
dude. First play. Yeah, I know that is crazy to think about. They showed all like the stats with like winning the playoff series with and without LeBron. I mean, without LeBron, it's nothing.
Yeah,
With LeBron, obviously, look what we got. But
yeah.
it is crazy.
You think he's coming back? We're gonna talk about this all summer. So
Would love to.
I
I would love
think
to see him come back, but I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
I think there's a big, not necessarily like a huge possibility, but I think there's a decent possibility that he comes back. I mean,
I bet there
look what
is.
we
Yeah.
have. I think he comes in here and he gets um, the treatment that he deserves. I think he's going to be able to choose a head coach. I think he's going to be able to choose what he wants. Choose, who stays, who goes, who comes in. All I think he's basically just going to build another team. Because I know that he wants to play with Mitchell. Um, and if Mitchell stays here and LeBron comes home, and if that means we have to go draft his son for him to come here, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, dude. You got to. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens with Bronny and LeBron and all that. I mean, it'll be interesting. We're definitely going to keep up with that all summer. That's for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely the biggest talk around in the NBA right now. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're back on LeBron watch, which is who would have thunk that Cleveland would be a name that he. I think for him to come back, um, would be more so for like a legacy thing. But like, if he wants
yeah,
to go chase rings, I don't think I don't think he probably would want to come back here. But I think for like a legacy thing, if he came back to Cleveland again and went and won another championship,
story written right there,
I
dude.
mean, dude, put him in the books. Like that's
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. So we'll have to take a look at that. But
see what
bit of
happens.
a quick one today. But obviously, when there's only two sports going on and they're not playing every single night, it's a little hard to talk about them. But thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. Yeah, sorry we didn't get this out. Yes, well, sorry we didn't record yesterday. It's still going to be out today, but yeah, sorry we didn't record yesterday. I physically couldn't talk after Game 7 yesterday. So
Dude, I not gonna lie to you, I was boozing hard with the lady, and then
hell
we did
yeah.
some running around after. She did most of the transportation, but I was like, "Bro, there's no," like, I texted you, I'm like, "There's no way, man, I'm sorry."
That's funny you texted me that too because I was getting ready to text you. I'm like, "Do you want to record today?" And I was hoping you would say no, so it all worked out. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate it. Episodes drop every Monday unless something comes up,
Something
but really appreciate it. Obviously, we will be on LeBron watch all summer, so be locked into that. Be talking guards all summer, and hopefully, this Cavs trip does not end. So we will see what happens here. Go Guardians! Got anything to add?
dude, I mean, yeah, no, like you said, we'll upload every Monday unless something comes up, but, you know, also coming up here pretty soon, we'll be talking, more Brown stuff once they get into, rookie mini camp, OTAs, training
Yeah,
camp in August. I
our
mean,
bread and
shit,
butter.
our bread and butter. And then we got, you know, the game everyone's been waiting for, May 17th, first dollar dog night with
What's
Kevin
going
Merrick.
on?
You got
What's
to
going on
eat
May 17th?
11 glizzies.
Uh-oh, Kyle Manzardo's on the roster. That means I have to eat 11 hot dogs now. I say this, every show. I'm gonna need a lot of water. I ate two hot dogs. I ate two hot dogs in a big box of those fries, dude. I did not have enough water. I had to take my shoes off because my circulation on my feet was getting cut off. Because when I consume too much salt, my feet swell up. So like my feet were falling asleep because of all the salt. So we're definitely gonna have to have someone running and getting me water because I
Get
gotta
some
focus on
water
these
duty.
goddamn hot dogs. But yeah, so May 17th, make sure you guys are there. Doing a big giveaways involved with that, or else I wouldn't be eating fucking
A
11 hot
week
dogs.
before the game.
Yeah, a week before the game it starts. So
Got
make
the
sure
got
you
the
are
stuff.
yeah, shirts are in. You guys will see those once the giveaway starts. Well, we'll do a video announcing what's going on. You'll see the shirt of ours that we're giving away and the Guardians merch that we're giving away too. It's honestly it's an incredibly neutral shirt. So I think it's very cool. But you guys will just have to wait and see. But this has been What's Up 216. We appreciate y'all. And we will see you next week with hopefully some good news about the Cavs. And yeah, go Cavs and go Guards. Peace out, gang.
Peace.